anything for Nikolai. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla, and today's video is just going to be a little short, hopefully. March TBR. I'm just going to talk about a couple of books. I'm trying my main goal for March because I'm going to be pretty busy. I have a lot going on. I have a lot of schoolwork. I've gotten kind of behind on schoolwork because of some personal life stuff that I don't really want to get into now. Maybe I will get into it later. I don't know. But yeah, so I kind of really want to focus in March on reading the library books that I've already checked out and finishing the books I've started. And then I also really want to, I think in December, I signed up for Kindle Unlimited, and I've only read like 1 or 2 books from it, so I really want to kind of go through it. Maybe I'll do a video like seeing if Kindle Unlimited is worth it for me based on the books I downloaded, because it was literally like I was literally like scrolling through it, just seeing anything that looked good, anything related, anything anyone recommended, I'd be like, let me get that. So I need to like see if I actually like any of the books that I got through it. I know there are a lot of really good authors who publish through Kindle Unlimited, so I would love if I found some new stuff and could keep it. Otherwise I gotta cancel it. Like, I can't be having that expense. I pay for enough things. I have like an audiobook thing I pay for on top of like Libby, because Libby doesn't have everything, so I need to like control myself. I'm going to start with the books that are kind of related to books that I read in February. So first I need to finish Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I've really been loving it. I just want to kind of focus on that. I've been listening to like other audiobooks and I have an audiobook for it, so I should probably just, when I'm done with the one I'm currently listening to, go to this one instead of starting something new. But you know, and then I'm not gonna talk about what Get a Life, Chloe Brown is about because I talked about it in my reading vlog, and it's a romance novel. Okay. Put on my glasses, which are dirty. Then I'm going to probably read The Sugared Game, which is the second Will Darling book by KJ Charles. It takes place 2 months after the last one, and I'm excited. I really liked it. And then my sister was telling me that after this book, there's like a standalone novel that is sapphic, written by this author, and I love her writing, so I will probably read that before reading the third one, but I don't know if I will get to it now, or maybe I'll read the third one before it or whatever, who knows. But yeah, excited for that. I'm hoping that I want to fight Kim a little less, but who knows. Okay, now onto library books, because I have a problem and I need to stop taking books out of the library. So that's my goal the month of March. I don't want to step foot in a library unless I'm returning a book. Do you believe in me? I don't know. But so I still have to finish Once There Was a War by Steinbeck. I love it. Like, I'm really enjoying it, but because of what it is, it's just, I don't feel like it's like I'm gonna sit down and read this book for 2 hours. It's like I read a couple, it's like journalism basically, so I read a couple like articles a day, and it really is taking a while to get through it. But the live show, I should be posting this hopefully Friday morning. The live show for the Game of Thrones book club is on Sunday, so hopefully that will inspire me to get it together. I think this is due back to my library like the 12th of March, so I have until then. And the March book is think it's a Charles Dickens that I have literally no interest in reading. So, and then I've also mentioned Unmasking Autism by Devin Price. And I really loved it, but by the time I started reading it, it was due to my library like the next day, and there was no like renewals, so I returned it, went home, placed a hold, so it finally came in the other day. So I'm excited to read that, and there's for some reason no renewals on it, so I have to like read it before it's due in the middle of March. I have another kind of non-fiction-y self-help book. It's called How to Keep House While Drowning. I mean, it is what it says. It's kind of about cleaning, but it's a lot about, I've started it, it says a gentle approach to cleaning, organizing. So it's kind of more about making cleaning morally neutral and not like beating yourself up for not doing all of that, and very focused on like people with neurodivergence and or depression or anything. And I've started it and it's really nice. Okay. And there's this big stack, which looks bigger than it is because there's two big books, but I have Homegoing by Yasi, which is, it's a historical fiction, Ghana, 18th century. Two half-sisters are born into different villages, each unaware of the other. One will marry an Englishman and lead a life of comfort in palatial rooms of the Cape Coast castle. The other will be captured in a raid on her village, imprisoned in the very same castle, and sold into slavery. It follows the parallel paths of these sisters and their descendants through 8 generations, from the Gold Coast to the plantations of Mississippi, from the American Civil War to Jazzy's Harlem. So I'm really excited about that. I've heard nothing but good things. And I love historical fiction, and I love sister stories and generational stories. So I'm very excited. And for historical fiction, especially like a multi-generational thing, like you think of like the multi-generational stories and you think of like Pachinko, which is like massive. So this is not that bad. It's probably, yeah, it's 300 pages. So no excuses to not read that. Another shorter, easy one, I got The Lives of Saints by Lee Bardugo. It's horrible there, but it's just dive into the epic world of international best-selling author Lee Bardugo with this beautifully illustrated replica of the lives of saints. So it has, it's a book that's like in the book, so it just tells the story about different saints in the Grishaverse. It's like the big, you know, if you know, you know. So it's that. Then I have Thank You for Listening by Julia Whalen. I might end up doing this on audiobook because Julia Whalen is an audiobook narrator and she narrates this book, but I just saw it at my library when I was there to pick up Unmasking Autism, and I got really excited, so I grabbed it. But it sounds really good. It basically tells the story of Sawani Chester, who's an audiobook narrator, and yeah, it's kind of like her and this audiobook guy like start kind of having a connection, like, but they're both using like aliases or whatever. I don't know. It sounds cute, and I've heard only good things, and that's if I need something light and mindless. And then going out on a limb with this one, but it just feels very out of my comfort zone for some reason, but I think that's like a mental thing, is Glare, A Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, which is the first book in the Infernal Devices, which is the first trilogy or whatever series from like the Mortal Instruments world. I never read the Mortal Instruments, Shadowhunters Cassandra Clare stuff when, I think it came out when I was like a senior in high school and kind of in college, kind of, oh, I'm grown out of young adult. The same reason I didn't read Shadow and Bone, you know, I'm too cool for young adult. But now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, the young adult is kind of great. So this one is like, you're supposed to read them in like chronological order instead of publication order. My memory card just randomly filled up, and I think I was in the middle of explaining what this book was about. It takes place in like Victorian England, London's downworld, where vampires, warlocks, and other supernatural folk stalk the gaslit streets. Only the shadow hunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the world of demons, keep order amidst the chaos. So yeah, it sounds interesting. I think there's like 2 or 3 main characters. I think a lot of people say that this is one of her best because it's like written later, so the mortal instruments are kind of like, she's gotten better at writing since then. I didn't read Cassandra Clare then, but I know I like her as a writer because I was in Harry Potter fandom, and that's where she started, and I really loved the Draco trilogy that she wrote. So I think I'm gonna like her writing, and I've been enjoying young adult stuff recently. I think it's kind of like a good intro to fantasy, in my opinion, because it's, world building's a little easier. And this is kind of like a, I don't know what it's called, like urban fantasy, steampunk fantasy. So excited for that. Then actually that reminds me that before I get into the Kindle Unlimited thing, that I do want to read in March, King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. I kind of promised my girlfriend that I would try my best to read them before season 2 of Shadow and Bone premieres. Look at my, speaking of, look at my shirt. I will link the store where I got this from. I got it on Etsy from like someone on Instagram who like is like in fandom and everything, which I love. It's obviously a simple design, but I like, it's like a slim fit shirt. I'm not gonna fangirl over this shirt right now, but yeah, so those are the last 2 of the Grishaverse books, and I'm excited to read them, although they are going to emotionally devastate me. I know that. Okay, then on my Kindle, as you can see, I just have, it's not gonna focus on my Kindle. Yeah, I just have the most random things ever that I saw on Kindle Unlimited. Okay. I have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which is like, I think like a mystery with like a time loop element in it or something. No idea. Then I have this feels like a very Kindle Unlimited kind of thing. It's called Bluebeard and the Outlaw, A Villain's Ever After. I mean, it is what it says. Then I downloaded a Katie Roberts book just because it was on Kindle Unlimited, but it's like a male, female, it's like a threesome romance, which I'm not like sure if that's my thing, but I just kind of wanted to see if Katie Robert was like a author that I liked, if I liked her writing outside of that like funny Krampus book I read, because I feel like the Neon Gods and all those kind of books look really good, but like I don't know how well she writes something longer than 30 pages. So yeah, I thought that could be a fun way to try that out. Then I also have Hooked by Emily McIntyre, which is like a Peter Pan retelling. I think I talked about it in a different TBR, but I did not read it because I haven't picked up my Kindle in weeks. My Kindle, I have like an old Paperwhite, which is being the slowest thing on earth. Okay, then I have Air Awakens, which is an epic fantasy filled with romance and adventure, and Air Awakens, the first book in a completed 5-book series. Then I have a book called Uncharted by Allie Temple, which is like I think it's like a gay pirate, like lesbian pirates. Just seemed cool. I actually saw the author talking on TikTok about like being indie published and everything, and I was like, lesbian pirates? Like, that sounds great. But I've heard kind of like that it's fun. My cat is rubbing her face against the tripod, which is probably my sign that it's time to stop this video. So, big weird variety there. Who knows if I'm gonna actually read any of them or anything like that, but I think it should really be a goal of mine in like March or April to really work through everything I have on Kindle Unlimited and see if it's something I want to continue with. I think that's like a priority that I need to have. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I really don't know how to end this because my brain is like completely fried and I really like need to go. But yeah, fingers crossed I actually read some of these because I feel like a reading slump might be coming on. So who knows? Good luck to all of us on our TBR. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.